Welcome to this Bridgewater Now update. I'm John Luck. It's been a busy few days for the Bridgewater Police Department, and we start off with a story that a lot of people were commenting about on social media back on Wednesday night. Officers spotted a person who was wanted on firearm charges and more enter a home on Vernon Street. Now, given the person's violent history, including other firearm charges, a number of officers established a perimeter around the home and was also issued a search warrant. Surrounding roads were closed and a reverse 911 message was sent to neighbors who lived around the house. The Semlec SWAT team was requested to assist with the situation, and officials did attempt to contact the person, but later learned that the person was no longer there. Bridgewater Police Chief Chris Del Monte commented on the event saying, quote, "I would like to thank the neighboring police agencies, Semlec SWAT, for the support today. We also appreciate the understanding of the residents nearby who were inconvenienced by the detours and safety precautions taken in the area," end quote. A little more than 24 hours before that event took place, officers were called to the intersection of Bedford and Grove Streets here in Bridgewater. When they arrived on scene, a 20-year-old from Foxborough was suffering from serious injuries and was med-flighted to Brigham and Women's Hospital in Boston. The driver, a 28-year-old woman from Buzzards Bay, did stay on scene and cooperated with police, and they do believe that speed was not a factor, but do continue to investigate the situation. Want to switch gears now, still sticking with the police department, as they received a grant for just over $34,000 in support of a municipal road safety program. The funds were made available by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and will be used to increase traffic enforcement campaigns in 5 targeted areas. Those areas include impaired driving, distracted driving, speed enforcement, pedestrian and bicycle safety, and click it or ticket. Police Chief Chris Del Monte commented on the department receiving the grant, saying, quote, "We're extremely pleased to have received this grant, which will allow us to increase traffic enforcement over the next year. I would like to thank Lieutenant Ann Schuster for coordinating our grant application and look forward to deploying the additional resources to make our roads safer." Across the state of Massachusetts, there was $5 million available for the effort, which hopes to reduce crashes, injuries, fatalities, and economic losses here in the Bay State. Well, this Saturday over at Bridgewater State is homecoming, and drivers around the campus should expect to see a rise in traffic, including trolley rides taking place, as students from the past, present, and potentially future students come to Bridgewater State for the homecoming football game taking place this Saturday at 4 p.m. If you can't be at the game, we'll have the game live on the Bear Sports Network online at bsubears.com, and of course, replays on channels 9 and 98. Earlier this week, I had a chance to talk to the football head coach over at Bridgewater State, Joe Verria, about the homecoming festivities and what effects that could have on his football team as far as emotions go. So we're recording this on a Tuesday, but Saturday afternoon, this place is going to be packed with people.
Yeah.
The stands over here by the fence, the Rathskeller coming back.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of anticipation for this game. And we talked about this before this interview. The anticipation for the players. Do you need to talk to the players at all, maybe on Friday or Saturday before the game, just to check those emotions, or does that help them out coming out to the field here?
Well, the thing is, we're coming off a bye week, okay? So we got a lot of kids that weren't healthy, getting more healthy, which is great. And the thing is, we're playing a team that hasn't been as successful as they've been in the past. So you also got to let these kids know that, you know what, this is a football game. You can't look at the records anymore. You have to think about who you're playing and how well you're going to play on that day. And obviously you throw homecoming in there. All the kids that they played with in the past will be here. You know, all the kids that I played with are here, the coaches. And the thing, you look at the coaches that we have, a lot of the coaches are alums, and they're giving back, and their friends are coming. So, and not to mention that nobody's been around for 2 years with COVID. So everybody can't wait to come to the campus. They can't wait to see the new building, the Bear Paw Pavilion, the new field and everything. So we're excited. I mean, and the crowd, I think the crowd's going to be huge, which like you said. So we're excited about that.
And we'll have much more of my interview with head coach Joe Verria coming up this Saturday at halftime of the BSU Bears homecoming game, which again is going to be live online at bsubears.com. And you can watch the replays on channels 9 and 98 coming up next week. Thank you for watching this Bridgewater Now update. I'm John Luck.